Hi, this is Jeff with R&R Marine here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. We're here today to talk about this particular boat from the RH aluminum boat line that we carry. This is the 20 SH Sport. Usually I'm inside the boat to start. Today I'm outside, just because I wanted to show you the paint on this boat. I mean, the time that they spend on this. I mean, this has got a quality paint. It is a heavy gauge, all welded aluminum boat. So when you look at this, you know, you can walk down the side of this boat and look, you know, there's not a bunch of big weld bumps and lines and marks. They do a quality job on this boat, and the paint is fantastic. Now, the very bottom, the hull itself, is aluminum. I mean, it's all aluminum, but it's an unpainted aluminum with lifting strakes. These boats, we've had these in the water, and the ride is excellent in this boat. And again, it's an all welded heavy gauge boat. So when you look at it, when I say all welded, I mean all welded. Your windshield is all welded in. You have windshield wipers to it here. You've got a nice big live well in the front. I'm going to jump up in here real quick and show you a few more of the features. So starting off with is how far back I am back here. So again, this is a 20-foot boat and a little bit of a cab forward design, all welded. When I say you lock this in, you are absolutely waterproof inside. This comes with a full enclosure with a drop and side curtains, so you can actually encapsulate this whole front end, stay nice and dry, nice and warm. If you're out fishing in inclement weather, cold, there's a lot of things you can do. The boat is very versatile. So I want you to come over here, Josh, take a quick peek. Nice live well. So one thing that happens with these boats is a lot of times they're live wells. In some of the front live well style boats, it's not very big because they're kind of shallow. This particular boat, nice and deep, for walleye, perch, you know, whatever. It's already wired for a trolling motor. It's got a nice big platform up front to be able to put your trolling motor on. Plenty of room for the trolling motor up front. The one thing I want to say, and it's a cool feature, and if you want to come around, Josh, one of the things that they do, and I'm going to stay on the whole trolling motor part of it, is, and it's probably, hopefully you can see through it. If you can see underneath the bow here. All right. If you look, this is actually the canvas for the back. But around this corner and on the floor are the battery trays for the trolling motor battery. There's also a charger already built into this boat. So your trolling motor batteries are up in the bow, out of the way. They're not taking up any room in the back. It's already wired. It's ready to go. You just got to install the trolling motor and you're on your way. So I'll go back now that we're here, just to the setup here. This boat, it's rated up to, believe it or not, it's rated to a 200. It is a 20-foot boat. And a 200 on this would be, you know, a wild ride, I'm sure. It would be fast. I would probably say, what, Josh, 55?
You would see 50s.
Yeah, you'd see 50s, mid-50s probably, I would bet. But whatever, it's a fast boat. Again, a 115 or a 150, really, with this boat and the design of the hull, would be more than adequate for it. A 150 would be great. I'm thinking that's probably going to see the motor we'll see on it the most often, but every once in a while you got that guy that walks in and wants max horsepower, and you can do it. Tack, fuel gauge, switch setup for nav lights, wipers. Again, I had mentioned it's dual wipers. Until you have wipers on a boat, you don't realize how nice it is to have them when they're not there, because you're out there, there's a spray, it's raining, whatever. Wipers make it all the much nicer. And when you're in a boat that doesn't have them, you're like, man, I wish this boat had wipers.
Well, especially if you're out in that weather, you're probably going to have the enclosure up, so there's no good way to peek up over the windshield or any of that.
Exactly. And the windshield's nice and high, as you can see. So you got a wiper going, you're inside, like you just said. If you're out there and it's inclement weather, snowing, raining, or just a rough seas, you're getting wet windshield, and you can just have it, you know, that windshield wiper is just all the difference in the world. Staying up front, there's a storage right here for whatever whatever you're going to use it for. This is kind of a cool little extra right here. They put a little tackle tray box right here. All right, great for terminal tackle, the stuff you're going to leave on the boat. You know, weights, snap weights, swivels, you know, things like that. The stuff you leave on the boat normally that doesn't travel with you all the time. You know, I know with us and some of my buddies that I fish with, you know, if you're going in somebody else's boat, you grab your main trays of lures and whatever else you're taking and you take off. You don't always have that set of all your terminal tackle. In this boat, you just leave them in here and you're good to go whenever you're out. Quick little locking glove box, which is kind of a nice thing. Again, nice seats. I mean, these seats are kind of cool. Armrests, very comfortable. It's got hydraulic steering, which is really nice. And until you've driven a boat with hydraulic steering, you don't realize how nice it really is. So stepping back a little farther, 2 bench seats with boxes. So nice and comfortable, very comfortable 4-person ride right here. The drop curtain on this, when you have the whole top up, the drop curtain comes right here. So there's this snap right here on the floor. Can you get that, Josh? Yep. So you get that little snap right here on that. So that drop curtain is right here. So when you're out running, you know, you actually have room right in here. You can actually have a couple of totes, a cooler, whatever, and keep everything inside the curtain, okay? The other thing that's handy, obviously, storage is important. So each one of these box seats pops open for storage. So the other thing that you do with these is there's rod holders mounted on the side, and you've got space for 6 rods, 3 on each side. But behind these rods, you can, or if you didn't have rods in there, either way, but even behind it, you can still do it because they're outset a little bit. You can fit like Plano boxes in here. You can stand them up on their edge. So say you're out a day and you're walleye fishing and you're in the fall and you're using bandits and reef runners, you can have those trays back here, you know, in here at any given time. The next time you go out, maybe whatever you're doing, you're jig fishing somewhere. You've got your trays, your jigs in them. It's very versatile to change out, you know, and go like that. So getting into the boat here, they have a little step rubber right here, and then a little step on this. If you can see it, can you get a good shot of that? So you can step in when you're getting in and out of the boat, especially getting out of the boats when it's the most important. It's just kind of a nice little extra feature right here. I talked about the length of this boat in here. So, you know, my wingspan is, you know, over 6 feet, you know, so you've almost got 6 feet between here and the back of this boat. So again, it's a nice, as I like to call it, the dance floor. Nice, wide, big dance floor. If you had 4 guys fishing, tons of room for them, okay? The other nice thing about it is this nice, big, wide, flat gunnel. So if you've got, you know, tracks on here, downriggers, you know, however you lay your particular boat out, doesn't have to be tracks. You can put in individual, you know, right here. If you want a tree in here, you could do that. Very versatile in that respect. I know, Josh, you had talked about it before, about how nice this wide flat gunnel is right here.
Oh yeah, gives you plenty of room to do whatever you want, however you fish. You can pretty much do everything with it. Yeah, and because of the access to it right here, I'm talking to Josh because he's the one that's always installing this stuff. The access to the back of this is so nice right here. You're right here. I mean, it's not hard to put anything onto this boat. I'm just gonna open these 2 up here. So you're set up here. You can see the back of your fuel tank is right here, okay? Your pickup for your fuel is right here. Bilge pumps down, live well pump, battery. There's room for a dual, oh, actually this one already is set up for a dual battery. Already wired for dual battery with a battery switch. So, you know, you've got, we pretty much rigged this boat out and to do everything that we wanted. And the fact that the size of this boat is what makes it so nice. And again, depending on your what you want for horsepower, that'll dictate, of course, pricing. But I'll put this boat up against anybody out there. And for boat and style and performance, it's going to be very, very hard to beat this boat. This is kind of a unique thing. I'm going to jump right back out quick because I saw Josh backing up to the back end of it. So, a neat feature in this boat is the ladder. So this can be in the boat, tucked away where where you don't need it when you don't need it. But this is, you take it out. If you're stopping to go for a swim or whatever you're doing, you're out for a day, enjoying the day. It's about as sturdy as it can be, Even if you're diving, it'd be good to get on there with flippers. But if you know you're going to another place and you guys are going to be jumping out and doing some swimming, you can turn this over, put the pin back in, and away you go. Kind of a neat ladder setup. And again, when you're not using it, boom, it's up front and out of the way, and you don't have to worry about it. It's already set up here, welded on transducer brackets. Again, this hull in this boat is 160 gauge, 125 sides, so it's what they call a heavy gauge aluminum boat. And absolutely, Josh, you can take a good look at it. You can see, take a look at these welds right here, Josh. Just show that setup right there. It's amazing. They do fantastic work. We really pride ourselves in this brand. So if you want any more information, you can call us, 906-632-8934. We're at 550 East Portage Avenue in Sault Ste. Marie. We're R&R Marine. My name is Jeff. We've got Josh, who's behind the camera. We have RJ, who's the owner, or anybody else that answers the phone can help you out. So if you have any questions, give us a call. Check us out on the website, rrmarinesupply.com, and have a great day. Bye.